Tuesday, and I have a few things to go into, but first, to continue my how-to series, I'm going to teach you not to mess with me. Alright, step number 1, back off. Back off. Alright, well, that's it. Well, I thought I'd share something that I just learned out of my computer book for A+ certification. Well, I have I need my fact sheet up for this, so bear with me. It deals with, I'm on a chapter on processors, and the latest processors are 64-bit, as opposed to 32-bit, which is probably the one that's on your computer right now, especially if you're running XP. Now, a 32-bit processor handles 4.3 billion bytes per task, per process, single process. A 64-bit processor handles 18.4 quintillion bytes per single task. Alright, this is 4.6 million times the efficiency of the processor that you're probably using right now. Now, my book is dated around 2006, so, or maybe 2007, but so it's a little out of date even. But I mean, to give you an idea, the technology hasn't even caught up to this processing power. So they've scaled down these chips, so that, I mean, like, the processor is there, the actual functioning, but the other stuff that makes a processor work is a little scaled down because you don't need it, and it's cheaper and more accessible to your wallet to just like make it really fast, not make it really, really fast, but not make it as fast as it can be, which you really don't need yet because you can't do it. Now, and of course, multiply that by the 3 billion cycles per second, 3 billion tasks per second, which, I mean, that's a 3 gigabyte hard drive, which is what I have at least. So, 1 gigabyte hard drive is 1 billion cycles per second, which is no slouch either, which is, I mean, low end at these nowadays. So, it's ridiculous. Now, it doesn't mean that a 64-bit processor runs 18.4 billion times faster, but to put it in layman's terms, if it were a laborer, it would have 18.4 billion or 4.6 million times the arms to do the job. So, like I said, it'd be more efficient. It isn't faster. And the only downside is the programs had to be programmed to tell the processor to compute in 64-bit, because otherwise it'll just treat it as a 32-bit processor, because that's all they know, these programs. The code just does 32-bit, but they will be in 64-bit, and the capabilities will just be ridiculously more complex. And to give you an idea, Windows Vista is a 64-bit operating system. XP is 32, what we're used to using. Now, I understand, according to a friend and according to, I think, some of the advertising I've heard, is that partitioning a hard drive is a lot easier, like on the fly. You can do it almost on the fly, I hear, in Vista. Whereas in XP, it takes like all the computer's power. Well, say we have a 300 gigabyte hard drive. That's 300 billion bytes. And a 32-bit processor can only handle 4.3 billion bytes at a time. So it's going to take up a lot of its resources. Now, a processor that can handle 18.4 quintillion bytes per process can handle a 300 billion byte hard drive like it was nothing, like in its sleep, so to speak. So, yeah. What else? So, yeah, that's basically it. So remember exabytes. That's going to be the new term in the future, in the near future. You heard it here first. An exabyte is quintillion, 1 quintillion bytes, and we're going to be dealing in those rather than gigabytes. And probably within the next 10 years, I think. So, yesterday I went to GNC to pick up some protein, develop the muscles in my left arm, and to ultimately develop in both arms once the left arm's recovered. And I've been working at GNC. I've worked in GNCs for like 5 years, so I know the place inside out. I know what they sell, and I know what everything does. So I don't need help when I go in there. Well, I went in there and I got a greeting as expected, and I said hi, and I just walked past him. Kind of body language. I don't need help. Don't bother me. I'm just gonna do this and be out of here. And I go back to get the protein, and he asked me, do you need any help? I go, no. Kind of like that. I didn't say no thanks, but I just no. And I look around, look for the pills, for the vitamins. Go over, get the vitamins on the other side of the store, and I ask him kind of across the store, basically. So hey, is this still buy one get the second one half off? He goes, no. Rudely. I pissed him off. Come on, man. Dude, I mean, people never cease to amaze me. These people are testy over nothing, and they feel they need to do something about it. This is how, like, we have wars over bullshit. So, I didn't hear him. And I go, hey, is this still buy one get the second one half off? And he's pretending to be busy, and I wait for him to I look at him waiting for his eye contact, and he finally does, and he goes, no. He heard me. So when I finally get up there, the attitude's dropped, and this guy is like my age. This guy, it might even be older. And I was thinking about this as I left, and it was like 6 o'clock. I haven't worked with a manager who works past like 4 or 5, unless they're so short-staffed that the manager has to work a full day shift. That dude's a sales associate. He isn't even a freaking manager, and he's getting paid shit working at GNC. Managers don't even get paid very well there, and they have to do like twice the work. It's like, no shit, your life sucks if you're fucking working here at this age. I just can't believe it. Wow. I couldn't believe this guy. So, that's all I have for you today. See you tomorrow, I guess.